Top 4 chess traps, must know. Sicilian Najdorf traps. e4. c5. Knight f3. d6. d4. Pawn takes d4. Knight takes d4. Knight f6. Knight c3. a6. Bishop g5. e6. f4. Knight d7. Bishop c4. b5. Bishop takes e6. Pawn takes e6. Knight takes e6. Queen b6. Knight d5. Knight takes d5. Queen takes d5. Bishop b7. Knight c7. Check. Queen takes c7. Queen e6. Check. Bishop e7. Queen takes e7. Checkmate. The Sicilian accelerated dragon traps. e4. c5. Knight f3. Knight c6. d4. Pawn takes d4. Knight takes d4. Knight f6. Knight c3. g6. Knight takes e6. Pawn takes e6. e5. Knight d5. Knight takes d5. Pawn takes d5. Queen takes d5. Rook b8. Pawn e6. Pawn takes e6. Queen e5. The two knight chess traps. e4. e5. Knight f3. Knight c6. Bishop c4. Knight f6. d4. Knight takes e4. Pawn takes e5. Queen e7. Short castle. Knight takes e5. Knight takes e5. Queen takes e5. f3. Bishop c5. Check. King h1. Knight g3. Check. Pawn takes g3. Queen h5. Checkmate. The Alapin traps. e4. d5. c3. d5. Pawn takes d5. Queen takes d5. d4. Knight c6. Knight f3. Bishop f5. Bishop e2. Pawn takes d4. Pawn takes d4. Bishop takes b1. Rook takes b1. Queen takes a2. Short castle. Queen takes b1. Queen b3. Long castle. d5. Queen g6. Pawn takes e6. Queen takes e6. Bishop f4. Rook d5. Knight e5. Queen e6. Rook c1 check. King d8. Queen takes b7. Rook takes e5.